blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist, weighing in under 205 pounds. Fighting out of SBG Cork, presenting Eryk Kasprzycki. As opponent making his way to the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist, weighing in under 205 pounds. Fighting out of Fantom, presenting Arturs Kajins.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And we had the drama of the rash guard on, the rash guard off. Someone threw a couple of dollar bills in, and we've got Eryk Kasprzycki taking on Arturs Kajins topless.
Kajins getting off with some early strikes. Does have the more extensive striking background, has competed in K1 as an amateur. But Eryk, a little bit more of a grappler, does have a BJJ blue belt. You can even see in the movement from Kajins, he's a little bit more comfortable on the feet. Tall, rangy striker, trying to keep Eryk at the end of that jab.
And Kasprzycki had a long wait in that cage as well.
That's a good point.
But doesn't seem to have deterred. He seems to be starting fast enough. Nice outside leg kick by Kajins.
See that again, good stiff shot from Arturs.
Almost pendulum movement with his hips the way he was throwing them shots in. A little apology. I think it was a low blow, was it?
I think what we may see is Eryk having to close the distance, use his strikes, 3s and 4s to get inside and clinch, because he does not want to eat any more of these shots from Arturs.
Again, butchering that lead leg already.
Oh, again, that low leg kick is so effective because it brings the attention of your opponent down, leaving them susceptible then to the strikes up top.
And the head movement by Arturs as well. He almost leans back a little, but uses the hips to bob and weave and just creates angles. And a nice little counter lead left hook there.
But he's long enough now that he can keep himself out of that danger.
Yeah, he definitely weighs all of that 205 that he stepped on the scales this morning of.
Doing a good job of when he's throwing that straight, taking his head off the center line.
It's interesting to see though that Kasprzycki hasn't gone for that takedown yet.
Oh, good
Happy
shot
to
over the
stand
top.
there, yeah, nice right hand.
You can see that striking experience with just how calm Arturs is, but he needs to be wary of not getting complacent, admiring his work when he throws those hands and getting caught with a big shot over the top from Eryk.
I'm liking that combination. He's thrown a couple of times now where he chops that lead leg and fires back with a big left hook.
Nice short uppercut to straight right combination.
There's that waist movement I'm talking about, bobbing side to side. He uses it to that momentum for the shot to fire. There's the takedown. Good defense though.
Defend it well so far by Arturs. Does have a little bit of a wrestling background as well. In 2008, he finished second in the Latvian National Wrestling Championships. So a very, very well-rounded mixed martial artist. Trying to find a home for that cheeky uppercut.
Yeah, I'm almost getting seasick looking at him bobbing and weaving here on the hips. Are we on a cruise, or is he just using beautiful hips? I'd say he's good at the salsa, Andrew.
I'm just watching Arthur here, and when he shot that takedown, there was no strikes behind it. It was just completely telegraphed in terms of shooting for a double leg. Phil, you mentioned this uppercut as well. I think he's landed it 2 or 3 times in this fight. There's another one just to finish. It could be the finishing shot in the next round. We'll see.
Waiting on the cage door to be closed, and Garrett Lyons, our referee, to get the fighters back underway, and straight away coming out with their hands is Arturs Kajins, trying to fire back and garner some respect. There's Eryk.
Needs to be aware of that shot over the top. But one thing I noticed there is Arturs, he's leaning back. If Eryk were to land shots in 2s and 3s waiting forward, he will catch Arturs.
Took a stiff jab there that really pezzed his head back.
Oh,
nice right hand there.
Lovely shot.
This is the bobbing and weaving maybe becoming predictable. And as you say, Phil, just that little lean back, and if that's timed or distance closed in.
Arthur seems to have a read on his striking at the moment, even that some of the shots that he's landed in the first 2 rounds have been off strikes that Eryk has already thrown. Seems that he's quicker to the punch even when Eryk throws first. He's still happy to just wait for it. Here we go.
But straight away, because that's not set up with the hands, as you alluded to, Andrew, it gives Arturs that time to react a little bit quicker. He's not preoccupied with the shots coming down to the head, therefore he can change levels and get those underhooks. Nice little short hook.
Eryk Kasprzycki is just constantly coming forward here, and he's willing to stand in the center of the cage, and that could eventually mentally break. Nice spin, goes to the body, but...
And now, while he doesn't have them down at his hips, his hands are low. That's a lovely left hook. His hands are low enough to kind of ward you off from wanting to shoot a takedown straight away, because the hands are going to be there to start underhooking.
Not only that, but then as you said again, there's the counter for that uppercut should your opponent come in a little bit lazy.
Gets that big body lock here. This is a big moment in the second round here.
How good is Arthur's takedown defense in this situation? Doing a good job to try and turn Eryk's.
He's going to get the turn, but just Eryk's gets him back around right in front of his own corner. Big knees to the body. Incoming.
Eryk trying to establish those underhooks, but being shut down. Can't quite see if it's double underhooks Arturs is working for. But again, a big knee right to the middle.
There I said, I think Arturs Kajins is potentially slowing a little. His shots are becoming
nice.
a little laboured here.
Saw it there on the break. Took a big breath on the break.
And this could be down to that forward pressure of Eryk here. Starting to just keep the hands up, and he's not moving as much. He's a little more stationary in front of Eryk.
Nice work to the body there from Eryk.
Could be a long game here for Eryk.
Eryk's picking his shots a little bit more intelligently now. He's not just winging for the sake of it. He's finding the shots that are working for him.
Big deep breath by Arturs Kajins, finishing the second round, and
Trying
Eryk is putting the foot down here.
Mixed it up to the body there nicely.
In between rounds, if this was a game of poker we were playing, Arturs Kajins just showed Eryk his two cards he's holding in pocket here, sitting on the mat in between rounds, really illustrating how tired he is.
And if you're Palahan in the corner of Eryk, you're going to be telling him, take the fight to Big Arthur straight away. Put the pressure on heavy. Put him on the back foot.
He might have recharged the batteries a little here, and potentially the first 30 seconds could be dangerous. But after that, it's push forward, you got to think.
That movement has gone from sort of pendulous and light on the feet to a little bit more plodding.
And he's almost telegraphing each shot he's starting to throw now.
There nearly seems to be a look of frustration on his face when he's thrown some of the shots and they're not just quite connecting as much. This overhand right is going to be a problem if he can continue to disguise it as he gets tired. I think it's going to land hard.
I'd like to see Eryk close that distance a little bit, turn it into a little bit of a dirty fight, a little bit of a phone box fight.
Nice
He's a huge shot.
Followed up, and best moment in a while here for Arturs Kajins.
Nice short uppercut from Eryk there.
The two big men are throwing down here at Cage Legacy 14. Final show of the year here in Ireland. But what a big turn here by Eryk. Depending how this rest of this fight goes out, he's really put it to Arturs when he looked in danger early on.
Arthur's still to his credit, trying to...
He's having success, Phil. Yeah, he's landing shots here. They might be tired, but they're still landing. And for the first time, potentially, Eryk Kasprzycki is looking a little tired, mouth wide open himself, and to be fully honest, as he expected the output.
That chin is
beautiful
exposed.
Left counter there.
And then throws the right to follow up beautifully. Working
a
the
beautiful outside low leg kick. Takes the balance. They're just going to stand in the center here and throw down. Who wants it? It's a war of attrition here in the third and final round.
Every time Arthur's moving back, he's moving back with that chin exposed. A big shot over the top from Eryk could completely change the complexion of this fight now.
You can see, though, just with Arthur's shots, there's just not that power in them anymore. They are landing, but they're not causing the damage that they would have been in round one. Tries to spin, gets the body lock.
A takedown would be absolutely huge at this stage of the fight. He does have the double underhooks. The hands are connected. If he uses the momentum of the cage to bounce off and trip.
looking to take the back under the advice of his corner.
Stepped in. I'd like to see him try and sneak that leg around and score the trip, but good job by Arthur to reverse the position. Well, little foot stomp to finish from Arthur.
You missed it, Noel. Your favourite shot.
I seen it. It was right in front of me.
You
My
didn't. You
my
weren't even
peripheral
looking.
vision, I could see it.
We show our appreciation for both fighters. Your judges scored is about 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous.